So I just wanted to come on here and ramble for a minute. I like to understand the psychology behind why people think the way they think, what motivates them to do what they do, how they think, why they think that. I know it's kind of an odd quirk about me, but I really like to understand the motivations behind people's behaviors and things like that, and certain, mind games that people play and that sort of thing. So I was one of these people we know about. The other person, I won't mention their name, but well, maybe. I mean, nobody's gonna know. Anyway, I recently got blocked by two people. One of them was for trying to talk to them, just to wish them Merry Christmas and be peaceful and friendly and stuff. And the other one was because I said I didn't want to talk to them. And I just went, that's weird, isn't it? And then after I noticed it, like, it didn't really bother me that much with this person, because I'm just going to be real blunt here, okay? Basically, this guy, he's married, and he actually sent me a while back. I don't remember when it was. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. He sent me this long confession thing about how he'd always really liked me, and he just had to get it off his chest and blah, blah, blah. But he was married. And maybe he was thinking, like, I don't know what he was thinking, because I can literally count on my hand the number of times, actually it's only like a couple times, that I'd actually ever seen him or spoken with him. And then we were connected on, I think we were even connected on MySpace, but anyway. And then we were connected on Facebook for like many years, probably since like, I don't know, a long time ago. And he's like always been like constantly like, liking my pictures and liking my posts and saying stuff. And, I was always friendly back. I wasn't like mean or anything like that. I was, he reached out to me a couple times. I don't know, just like, saying, hey, do you need help with anything? Blah, blah, blah. Like, just being nice and friendly and stuff like that. So back in 2007, I'll try not to make this super long, but back in 2007, 2006, maybe 2006, no, but like 2007, never mind. I moved, I put all my stuff in storage, and I moved across to the to the East Coast for a job. He helped me put some stuff in storage. He told me, and then he's told me a number of times over the years, you really helped me, back then you helped me. I don't know how I helped him, but I somehow helped him, I guess. Anyway, so I think I have a thing for assholes, though. Guys who are nonchalant with me, couldn't give a fuck, and just like, okay, cool, but when they're intentional with me, they're like really intentional, and they have some interaction with me, but otherwise they're just pretty much like blasé, whatever. But this guy had been like on me, like up in my business for like forever. But I didn't reject him or be mean or anything like that. So recently, when I was going through some stuff, he reached out to me and he was like, hey, I really want to just talk to you on the phone, or like, have a phone call with you. And I just, just because I'd really like to get into communication with you. And I, blah, blah, blah. And went on and on. And I was just kind of like, and mind you, I think he thought that we were good friends, or we had some sort of super tight connection, which I've never felt that with him. Never. We never had a relationship. We never had, I always kind of picked up this weird vibe with him when I was younger. It was like he was like hitting on me, but trying to pretend not to, which I don't. It's like, come on, be direct. Anyway, shit, this is getting long. Okay, so I was trying to analyze. Okay, so there were two things I was trying to analyze. Like, okay, so I got blocked for reaching out to someone who said they didn't want to have a relationship anymore, and I had respected it. I thought we were friends. I thought we could stay friends. But then he, for whatever reason, I don't know, but he got super pissed at me for reaching out, just trying to have a friendly chat for Christmas. I was like, hey, can I give you a call on Christmas and like just say Merry Christmas? And it was like total, and then like weeks of hostility came out at me. I was just like, what the fuck? Anyway, and then he blocked me. I was like, wow, cool. Okay, bye. Which I have another thing coming later for a story about the whole past, basically 10, 15 years. Anyhow, but then this guy blocked me. Like, he asked if we could talk on the phone. I'm like, I was like, no, sorry, I don't really want to talk with you about my personal life right now. Like, he's like, okay, cool, let's just get through the holidays. And I'm like, I said to him later, I said, Jeff, I really don't want to talk to you about my personal life, and I don't want to have to tell you this again, okay? Can you just respect that? I'm not going to talk about it with you. And then he wrote me this long thing about like, oh, I just have to step away, and I have to put my attention on my wife and my kids, and I just, I'm going to have to step away. And I'm like, I wasn't asking for your help. I wasn't asking for, like, I didn't ask for any of this, like, but okay, cool, man, you do you. Like, okay, no worries. You could have just left it. This is a little dramatic, but okay, bye. And then I said something like, well, yeah, I just, it's a little weird when someone says no, and then, you like, you know what I mean? And then he blocked me. Like, he blocked me for me saying I didn't want to talk to him. I've blocked people before too, but it's been usually if they're super mean to me, or like, and like I barely know them. I rarely block someone who, even if they annoy me a little bit, like, as long as they respect, I don't know, whatever. Like, I'm very, like, kind of casual about, like, I don't really play that game. Like, I don't really like to block people because it's kind of like a bit of a slap in the face digitally. So anyways, I'm going to have to record a part 2 to this, unfortunately.